My bad. Sorry for my tardiness. Ain't all gravity. Any day above ground, live it. If you're having a fantastic start to your weekend, your Saturday. Dealing with a sick child is not fun, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. As parents, we gotta do what we gotta do. But let's have a frank discussion. I know for a lot of y'all, this topic is a little sensitive based on what's happened the last couple of years. So for those who don't know, Vivek, softer than Japanese cake, is trying to get... Oh, check out the chemtrails up there. That's fire. But anyway, Vivek, softer than Japanese cake, has been spending the last year trying to more or less recreate his image based on him running his mouth about H-1Bs and how American Indians are. And we went over the other night that opinion he wrote for the New York Times. So that fool went to AmFest last night. They let him talk. Again, I'm still questioning that. Because how the hell you let that man talk at AmFest after what he said? And he brought it back up again, that immigrants are just as American as those that came over on the Mayflower. Boy, them white folk lit him up. Vivek. Now again, these are your words, not ours. You said your people are not all citizens. And by all your people, we mean your pops. Your pops came over here as a GE engineer, went to law school at night, and still has not gotten his citizenship. And you had the nerve to act like you're an authority on not only immigration, but civics. Boy, they pick anybody. Vivek, you are the last person to try to lecture anybody, especially the white populace, on what it means to be an American. I'm more American than you, sir. Again, you're the same cat who told everybody I didn't start voting till 2020. You should be deported straight off of that. But that's okay. We know why they accepted you. Because you were anti-black, anti-woke, anti-DEI. Even though you are a DEI candidate. The only reason why they don't call India a shithole country is because one, it's in bricks, and two, it's a nuclear power. Somewhat. It's the only reason why they allowed you to live. And to make what he said on that stage worse, he starts bringing up the slurs again that people were calling him. And people that look like him. So, AmFest, let me holler at you. Y'all are letting victims speak. Y'all letting the victim mentality speak. I didn't know that. But it should be fun. Because next year is going to be fun. Because you're trying to run for governor of Ohio and your people are not even mobilized to help you run. They're out there questioning why that woman is out there whooping your ass and they don't like you as a candidate. You want advice for balding? Yes, I have advice. Shave it all off and eat pussy. You will never go back to that look again. Because there's nothing better in the world than a woman rubbing your head while you're going down on her. Bald is beautiful. Thank you so much. Anyway, we go back to this. Vivek's been getting cooked for the last month. And it just goes to show once again that the white right, because that's who propped him up, Indian MAGA did not prop him up because Indian MAGA were too busy looking for white spouses. Dinesh, you are one of them. The white right decided to prop him up, and the second he said something they didn't like, they got rid of him. No discourse, no nothing. But that's okay. We wanted that. And we love it. The white right is starting to see what we've been saying for years. When they give you your intellectual thought leaders, you better question it. But it's okay. Hey, look, one of Vivek's cousins just walked in the room. And I'm sure he probably had one of his buddies sitting there smelling it, but that's okay. We're gonna let him live. It's Saturday. It's a nice day out. If it was cloudy, I would have blocked you. That's okay. Anyway. Vivek is... You know what Vivek is? And I've said this before. Vivek is the dude that you're pushing the lockers. And you don't even have to be a tough guy. Or in this case, a tough girl. You could just push him into the locker and he's not going to do anything except go to the principal's office. He's really trying to get back in good graces with white people. Vivek, white people don't like you. You're better off shilling to the Indian population, but even they can't stand you because you made them look bad. They hate your wife. We're just gonna call it what it is. They hate your wife because we saw what happened last year during the Iowa caucus. They told her about herself and you, called y'all Muslims, and said y'all look like terrorists. But you didn't care about that. You were sitting there smiling the whole time. You get on the debate stages and you let Chris Christie of all people roast you, and all you did was ask for a hug. Okay, hugs. You hate your father because every time somebody brings him up, you get this little scowl on your face. You think people don't see it. You have no solutions to fix your state except to cower and ask Fortune 500 companies to invest and destroy the beauty of Ohio. Because you are enamored with Silicon Valley. You liberal, you. You put out an elitist tweet while you were on vacation in Brazil and rightly got cooked for it, and you've been spending the whole year trying to make amends, and they're done with you. I hope the check that you got from AmFest was worth it. Because I'm pretty sure Charlie Kirk did not put you on his high list of this has to be one of our most requested speakers. We have to have him. I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure you were a fill-in. Because all they care about is using you to try to keep Ohio red and not go purple. We understand it. You, like a lot of immigrants, are being used, and you don't even realize it. And then this thing you wrote talking about immigrants are just as American as the people on the Mayflower. Sir, most of those immigrants you're talking about couldn't even pass the citizenship test without help. Again, your father should have led by example, but we know why he didn't want to give up his status right now of visa hopping, because he'd have to pay taxes on that nice salary he was making, which would not have afforded you the opportunities that you had. Vivek Ramaswamy, on this Saturday, I'm going to say you're a scammer. And you learn from the best because you learn from a house of scammers. Your father was the leader of a house of scammers. And even though America was built on a scam, that does not make you better than the foundationals. I'm sorry. And this ain't me shilling for foundational people. This is objective truth. You're a scam artist. You keep talking about America was built on a set of ideals. No, it wasn't. It was built on destruction and genocide. Since you claim to be a man of history, so you skipped that part. You just went straight to 1776. I get it. You went straight to when they went after the British Navy. You went straight to the Boston Tea Party. I understand. Then make it worse, you sit on that stage and you start trying to be the broker for this Civil War MAGA got going on. All right, dude. You think they're going to use a brown face to quell all of it? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Tell you the boy not bright. But then again, you can't be that bright to write a book about how bad woke is. And you the wokest motherfucker. One of the wokest people on the right. But then again, you talk to the government and MAGA embraced you. Okay. Hey, MAGA, did you forget that he talked to Obama's State Department? Did you forget about that? You probably did. Since y'all hate Obama so much. But y'all praise Vivek. All right. But enough about that. Let's have some fun. Jake Paul got his ass whooped last night, and that was beautiful. I watched it this morning. Broke his jaw and everything. Yes, I know Logan Paul, when they get back, probably the first Raw of 2026, he's going to try to take a shot at Anthony Joshua. That's probably going to be a WrestleMania match. Fuck. I don't want to see that. But knowing them, and it's Vegas, they'll do it. I'm going to save the Epstein stuff for tomorrow. When I get out of work, I'm going to save that. Because for y'all to run around and keep saying that the Democrats hurt themselves, you dummies don't even know what Trump just did. But I'm going to explain it to you tomorrow, since you guys are slow. You probably won't, after I say it, you probably won't figure it out till Monday. And then you'll act like you came up with the epiphany. I understand. But yes, Anthony Joshua cracked that boy. They said he scripted his own loss. He couldn't rig he rigged his own loss. That's crazy. Okay. Maybe this will be the end of it. I did not watch that Andrew Tate fight. I refused to watch that. So somebody got to tell me what happened with that. streets saying that Jack Doherty got one of his friends beat up, messing with some MMA dude or some boxer. That sounds about white. Oh, by the way, let's talk about one of them foundationals. Now, Matt Walsh right now is turning into a liberal right before our eyes. So we need to help him expedite that so we can crack on him even more. Ben Shapiro getting cursed out all over the scene by everybody. We need to just sit back and let that happen. Candace Owens told Ben Shapiro F you and the midget horse you ran in on. I said, okay. She's leading into her our strong independent era. All right. It seems every Christmas the right attacks each other, and we like it. We like it a lot. We want them to keep going. They've been complaining for the last 2 days that there's no unity over there, even though all their speakers keep talking about coalitions. Okay. All right. Family, we have an opportunity to kill the right. Vivek for president, we tried that already. They didn't want him. They said they didn't want AI. They didn't want an asshole Indian. Can't help it. That man came in there talking all that stuff, trying to sound like an American, and even they figured it out. They were like, listen, you good for a soundbite, you good for working behind the scenes at Doge, you're not a front man. That's why you didn't get one of them cushy jobs. A budding billionaire, they said, hey, we don't want you in charge of our economy. Yes, we know you build businesses. Yeah, just go sit there and Doge. And even then, even when he got the Doge, the people them said, hey, listen, we hate this dude. What do you mean it's true? How are immigrants just as American as the people on the Mayflower? How? Y'all said it yourself. They come over here and they bring, not you, I'm just saying, the right comes over here and says they bring their culture with them. They don't fly the flag of America. They fly their own flag. That was another thing that they were sitting there bitching about. And then my question to them is, but then y'all are the first ones to bring up your heritage from Europe. So you flying somebody else's flag. See how that works? This is why people don't take the right seriously. Because they're a bunch of hypocrites. You can't tell me that you're an American and then start bringing up Europe. It doesn't make sense. Well, Terry, Vivek was never going to do right by y'all. Y'all saw how he treated y'all last year. He said y'all are too dumb to do tech. That's why they got to bring his cousins over. And they were like, motherfucker, you bastard. We help platform you and this is how you treat us? Okay. All that engagement he getting now is just them in there just insulting him. Oh no, GDS. He figured out last year they were not with him. He figured that out on January 20th. When he told everybody he was stepping down away from Doge, and everybody was clowning him. Yeah, that's the day he figured it out. But that's good for him because he has to learn. Some lies he be telling all day. I had a racist incident when I was in kindergarten. How the hell are you 5 and know what a racist incident is? Okay. Hey, church. Yeah, I got something for you, bruh. The lawyer Vivek, lawyer Vivek found out that the prosecution had the damning witness. That man tried to sell himself to MAGA, and MAGA said, "Shut up, you dirty G." That's what they said. And YouTube, I'm allowed to say that because he said it. That's how he referred to himself. Terry, this country was not built by immigrants. You better stop saying that. Please stop saying that. My family's immigrants. Stop. I really need y'all to stop doing that. This country was not built by immigrants. There were people here way before immigrants were even allowed here. They were even counted in census. Stop it, please. That bullshit talking point does not work. Because if they weren't here, America would still get built. Wrong. Irish, English, and Italians came over here after America was built. How the hell? So you telling me all them fools came over there and Ellis Island got built? Seriously, we doing that? Okay, so immigrants. So you telling me the Irish, the English, and the Italians were on them plantations building up the Southern economy that powered America to where it is now? That's what you're telling me. They built those factories in the North? That's what you're telling me. Not the slaves that ran from the South up to the North. That didn't happen. It was a bunch of Ellis Island immigrants. All right. I know you're not about to do this. Y'all hear one thing and 10 people repeat it and you think it's 100% correct. The slaves were not immigrants, darling. Or you didn't know that. They were not immigrants. You see what they're doing, fam? I'm gonna let y'all black Americans handle that. They say y'all immigrants. Even though that concept was not there. We're really about to do this. Okay. The Irish mafia built shit. That's what she's saying. Them Italian gangs, they built shit. Okay. Yeah, they built so much that the American government put them in the ghettos. Yeah, okay. Because they classified them as Negroes, but Negroes built them. Italians and Irish built things. Okay, so by proxy, you're saying the Negroes built America, right? Since they were classified as Negro. This is what we doing? Hey, fam, maybe Terry will be the first one to say, hey, look, black people really built America. Bet you wouldn't go to white people and say that shit. Nah, don't block her, Miss Niecy. Put her back. You gotta school her real fast. People that have lineages here, 1700s, you're calling them immigrants. Oh, Lord. Y'all are not serious. Nah, chill, GDS. We're gonna school her real fast. I got a little time for work. I wasn't even supposed to be here this early, but I'm trying to leave early today. Come on, Terry. I want you to explain to us how the Black American Negro is an immigrant. I want you to explain this to us. How's that work? Unhide Wallow J. Blacks didn't build it. So who was tilling the fields, them cotton fields and the tobacco fields to make Southern men money? Who was doing that, ma'am? You think white men were out there 16 hours a day doing that? Who did it? Come on now. Oh, I'm really gonna hurt your feelings. You know Major League Baseball would be dead without the Negro Leagues, right? You do know that. She said the Irish came here and built shit and they weren't even slaves. That's crazy. The Irish. Let me guess, next you're gonna tell me the Jews built it because they built delicatessens, right? Go ahead. They built America too, right? What forced immigration of slaves? Where was the immigration if they were forced here? Where's the immigration? Do y'all understand what y'all are saying? Them kind of idiot phrases, people are going to see that and they're going to be like, well, listen, I was forced to come here. Yes, I know I'm illegal, but I was forced to come here. What? So now you're going to claim you were trafficked? That's how y'all sound right now. Yes, I've been here for 30 years, but I got trafficked. So we're supposed to make you a citizen? How's that work? Oh, Lord. Listen, just because your family came here in the 1900s, I don't want to hear it. That's disrespectful. Y'all watching that go on in Europe and you not doing nothing. Come on now. Y'all can't say shit like that. I'm not even trying to be funny. Y'all can't be sitting here saying stuff like that. That's disrespectful to the people that have been here before you. And especially, you just sat here and shitted on Vivek, but now you putting Vivek over. You see, I can't take y'all serious. I can't. What do you mean describe the slave population? You're not talking about me. That motherfucker said homeschooling logic is destroying an entire generation. That's crazy. That's crazy. Terry finna tell us because they people got into upper echelon areas that immigrants built this country. Motherfucker. You're taking credit for a country exploiting you. Damn. Many a president has used immigrants as exploitation, and you proud of that. To the point where people question your motives. That's insane. She said if you came over on a boat, you're considered an immigrant. So wouldn't the founding fathers be considered immigrants? Even though they went to a place where immigration wasn't even a thing yet? So when Christopher Columbus landed in the Caribbean, he was an immigrant? What? That makes no sense. How you gonna talk about immigration and there was no government established? Come on now. You gotta think. No, they didn't, Terry. God damn. Terry, again, you didn't answer my question. I'm gonna do it again. Without immigrants here, do you think America would be built? Yes or no? Because again, a whole bunch of foundational people built America before immigration got here. So answer my question. She telling us immigrants built America and immigrants couldn't even get jobs. She's insane. Oh, Lord. She gonna say a whole bunch of immigrants made New York City. Huh? That makes no sense. They were actively discriminating. Actively. How the hell did you get built? Irish, English, and Italians grifted off, going to the government and asking to be classified as white. If they built it, they wouldn't have had to do that. Their enclaves would have looked like New York City. The rest of the country would look like Kansas. So explain this to us, Terry. I guess you're going to tell us you didn't know that black people were already here before the Mayflower and Jamestown were a thing, right? You're not going to tell us that. All right. Even though there's documented proof. But okay. Imagine if I told that lie that Jamaicans made New York City. Imagine if I told that lie up in here. I'd be getting cussed out every day. Oh, man. Go ahead. Go ahead and lie to me and tell me Italians created this country. Go ahead. Because we wouldn't have survived generations without pizza shops. Like nobody else could have done waste management through organized crime without Italians being here, right? There couldn't be another ethnic group that were spotlighted in a show about organized crime. No other ethnic group could have done that. And it'd be legendary. You're right. She could do whatever she wants. They love y'all. They love Italians so much, they stopped talking about The Sopranos. Still talking about The Wire, though, and that was full of black people. There you go. Go ahead, Vic. I'm going to turn my attention to you now. Go ahead, move the goalpost, because I didn't do that. See, I know y'all love these terms that everybody be saying, and you don't understand what they mean. I didn't move the goalposts, sir, ma'am, or it. We don't discriminate over here. I kept it exactly on what the subject matter is. Now go ahead and tell me that I was moving about that. See, there you go. And just like a white liberal, now he can talk about, oh, who hurt you? That's something a white liberal would say. And now you're going to pull out your phone and record. It's okay. We understand. Who pushed you in the locker? Vic must be Italian and them Greeks must have been fucking him up. You know they got that proxy war. Motherfuckers still fighting over who created olive oil. Boy, you better go on. Listen, we not saying Italians didn't contribute. We not saying the English didn't contribute. We not saying the goddamn Irish didn't contribute. But don't sit up here and say that immigrants built this country when they didn't. You are not about to take the form of a black American. You're not going to do that. They didn't want to be exploited. Y'all willfully wanted to be exploited. Oh, Cambodia and Thailand throwing bombs? Yeah, I guess Trump's what they call it. I guess his deal making abilities are not that good, huh? Oh, by the way, both of them are aligned with Brick, so that's Brick's problem. But I just find it funny that he wanted to take credit for stopping wars, and that one pops off. All right. He got it. Must be nice. DSA, don't explain it to them. They saw servitude and thought it was slavery. Don't even explain it to them. Because remember, now the new move is everybody was a slave. Okay, that's wonderful. What that mean? That's like when y'all were clapping like seals when Thomas Sowell said, oh, there were more white people enslaved than black Africans. I'm like, what's your point, sir? Are we on tier list for slavery now? Is that what we're doing? I mean, if that's what we're doing, let us know. Y'all finna hate that. Listen, them right wingers, they gonna be so lost when that man kicked the bucket, boy. They don't even bring him up no more. They watch. They're gonna be like, hey, Thomas Sowell, yeah, we ain't talk about him for like 2 years, but guess what? He gone and his work's gonna be missed. And I'm just gonna be sitting there debunking everything they say. I'm like, you know he ain't like y'all, right? You know he was shitting on Trump, right? What's the matter, Vic? You ain't got nothing to say? Oh, you probably ran. All right. Oh, man. I saw somebody talk about him yesterday. I was like, dude, why do y'all keep bringing up this 96-year-old man who knows nothing about economy or social justice? But y'all call him a social philosopher. Oh, man. What happened to that Presidential Medal of Freedom y'all was screaming for him to get? Alongside Jackie Robinson. Where's that at? Huh. Man married to 2 white women. I'm divorced from the black community. Okay. Oh, by the way, guess who popped up? Oh, Larry Elder. He got some coon daughter of his. I'm finna go get her. Saying some asinine shit. And he's sitting there quote tweeting her. I was like, oh, okay, dude. All right, you want another ass whooping. Okay. We go get you. Yes, church, he is an economist. He is an economist from the 60s who saw inflation go up to 26% and has no solution to bring down inflation from 2.7. How is that possible? And Trump spoke your name and nobody called you. Yes, GDS, we spotlighted that yesterday. Myron got denied. And so did Fresh. And so did Dom Lucre. They all got kicked out. Oh no, Tiny Terry came outside. He said he got invited to the White House Christmas party. I'm like, nigga, are you serious? That's your big get? I got invited to the White House Christmas party. A Christmas party. Okay. You assholes. Y'all will take anything. Any little trinket. All right, when he turns on y'all, you know what? Tiny Terry, the only person probably when Trump turns on everybody on the Republican side and the MAGA side, he's still gonna be like, well, you probably had to do it for a reason. Okay, motherfucker. What the fuck does Dom Lucre even do besides retweet right-wing fake news, cry when he loses his blue check? He sits in spaces all day. Anytime somebody starts hating on somebody and sees that it gets a lot of engagement, he'll switch. That's why he don't want to do. Y'all remember that debate he did with them hotaps when he went in that room and he was cooking him? He ran after like 13 minutes. I was like, come on, dude. Are you supposed to be an intellectual thought leader? All right. Yeah, I saw that with the Trump chicken fry. I'm like, okay. MAGA sitting there cheering that he put his name on the Kennedy Center. I'm like, motherfucker, how many times I have to tell y'all he don't like Kennedys? That's like documented history if you're a New Yorker. He does not like the Kennedys. That's where y'all's tax money is going. When it's not going to Ukraine. It's going to change, put his name on shit. Crazy. Now, Wallow J, you know that batter is nothing but grease. That shit, I'm telling you, that product is sourced from China. By the way, where's y'all's Amala Ekpanobi? Let me shut the fuck up. Let me shut the fuck up. Oh, Lord. I thought y'all right wingers loved her. Vivek said, I'm not going to talk to you. Vivek said that. Huh. I figured she might have come outside and said something on Candace Owens, even though she was talking shit about her a year ago. I think she know better. Candace fuck around and go find her father and let him spill all the tea on her. He gonna come outside talking about something. Hey, I had to leave her mama because she was sitting there calling me nigga all day. I'm Nigerian. I ain't no nigga. Oh man. Go ahead, Candace. Go ahead. Burn it all down, goddammit. Do it. Nah, I won't say that, Marco, because when Candace had the live show, she brought her on. And I figured Candace was gonna give her a shot at getting a job over there. Candace was like, listen, I'm gonna be the only black bitch over here. By the way, when Candace told Ben to fuck off, she said some shit in there, boy. I screen recorded it. She said some shit in there. I was like, oh, okay. She said that Ben don't like black people. I'm like, that's not a shocker. But what is a shocker is you sat there and worked for that man knowing that, took the money, and then when you got fired, you said it was encouraged and allowed to talk about black people. So you was cool with it. Hey, Wallow J, fuck them black conservatives. Them pussies know better not to say nothing right now. They trying to be vague with it. I see that Tina Shea Pete over there, that Tether. I see him. He think because he got that Aaron in his ear that she ain't gonna say something to him. Listen, say the wrong thing, buddy. I want to see her bomb on you too. You Haitian. I live to see that. Tiny Terry, no. How's my new gig working out? It's a process. I'll say that. You're going from running just a little stall to running an entire restaurant. At times it's much, especially now you're running a restaurant during Christmas, and you're doing it during this shit economy we're in. Then you got to start finagling prices. From when I started here to now, prices have jumped about 10%. So yeah, you still gotta try to come in on cost, but still try to make money. It's been tough. But you know, it's the last couple weeks of the year, so January we start fresh. Like a case of lettuce went up about $7. I was like, motherfucker. And 2 weeks ago it was $7 less. What the hell? He always running out of shit. It's a little tough. What about MAGA Pastor? Oh, he over there trying to remember when I played that he said that we're not going to win these midterms if everybody don't get together. I'm like, motherfucker, they were never together. They were friends of convenience because they got to signal boost everybody. They don't like each other. Ashley St. Clair used to be a liberal. She ran over there because there was money to be had and she was cute. And the second her transgressions and her mental illness came out, everybody turned on her. She can't get no traction. The redhead libertarian. Just because she was a redhead, everybody took her seriously. Then they found out she was full of shit and she went in that calendar. Everybody said, fuck you. She can't get no traction. They don't even ask her to come on shows no more. Again, I told these fools, after C19, you guys, you were never creative. You were just anti-black. And even them right-wingers over there are starting to get tired of it. I told y'all, whoever, if Trump won that election, they ain't gonna want to hear about no black people. They ain't gonna want to hear about them wins. Motherfucker told me in there I was crazy. I said, okay, y'all watch. And here we are a year later. Motherfucker, guess what? I'm right. Anytime y'all bring up black people, they don't want to hear it. I'm starting to see them videos of them trying to make us look bad. You got people, you got white people in there like, listen, why y'all keep bringing up race? I was like, oh shit. Okay. Motherfucking, what was it? Racetrack over there trying to sell Arizonas for $2, two for $3.50. I said, you motherfuckers. I'm gonna go right to the grocery store and get mine for $1. Oh, here comes my produce. I bought 12 things on produce yesterday, almost $600. For those who think that this economy is great. 12 things. Did I see the link JD Informant sent me? No. I'll check it out. I'll check it out in a few minutes. But listen, that narrative done, because remember, she did it smart though, church. She say, I don't give a fuck about y'all. Well, she said, I don't give a shit about y'all's midterms. She already telling you. Because remember, this is the same Candace Owens who went outside on Vivek, and Vivek got his ass kicked 2 days later. Candace Owens has already proven that she's not a political lightning rod. She knows no candidates. How you live in Tennessee and you don't stump for none of your candidates? Your Republicans in that state damn near almost lost it. How y'all letting Democrats flip seats in Tennessee? Tennessee. I can understand Nashville and Memphis. How the hell did you almost lose the rest of the state? Stupid. But it is what it is. 3 more minutes and I'm going to work. But don't y'all just love it when them white trolls try to come up in here and talk to us about politics thinking that we dumb? I know what it is. They see me talking about politics, they think, oh, he just trying to grift. I'm like, I've been doing this since grade school. I know what goes. I've seen these plays before. That's why I can accurately tell you what's going to happen. The right wing is going right back to the 90s. All it's going to be is we got to get rid of folk. We got to get rid of folk. We got to get rid of folk. We got to change the lessons. We got to change the rhetoric. It's the same shit y'all pulled in the 90s, and then y'all were irrelevant. Democrats were running the scene. That's why y'all want JD to win so much. Because you know if you run DeSantis and he wins, he's going to play moderate. And you're going to lose anything you got. Pearly things came out against Nick Fuentes? Of course she did. She needs to get relevant. Her engagement is in the dirt too. She got demonetized. This is why I said the white right deserves Candace Owens. This is why I did that live on white crime. I did that for a reason. It wasn't just because of them two white men that did what they did. It's a pattern. From your political commentators to your HOA presidents, y'all hate each other. Why do you think now they keep saying, oh, it's a war on white people against white people? I'm like, yes, y'all need to have that. We already had our black on black war. And guess what? We're more together than we have been in decades. Yes, we have disagreements, but when we come together, we come together. Outside of the shills. The Latinos did it. Remember, they did it. Remember, the Latinos did it with Latinx. The ones on the right were yelling at them. And then the second Trump and them started deporting everybody, and everybody's on one accord. Hey, y'all ain't noticed that? Did they do what, Jetty? What did they do? I don't know who they is. Correct. Y'all made Latinx for them and they rejected it within 2 years. Now, how about that? How'd that work? Wait till I show you the documentary I'm making. Look, he's proud to give them Latinx. You can't be serious. You that proud. You didn't take nothing away from them. They said no. They said we going black and brown. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you've seen it. Yes. You're right. Some of them are still doing it, but you see how them Cubans are quiet. Yes, Jetty, and they voted for Trump, and guess what happened? They got deported. Now what? Now they saying fuck Trump. How about that? Now they sound like their liberal cousins. They out here cheering Libertad. Okay, motherfucker. I don't think y'all see what's going on out here. Correct. Keep saying Latinos voted for Trump, and they're regretting it. Or you missed it. Them same Latinos that voted for him are going to go vote to make sure that Byron Donalds don't win Florida. Fuck you talking about? They're going to vote a Democrat in for Texas. The hell? I don't think you understand. Black men didn't, sir, black, overwhelmed. See, y'all over here telling this lie again. A whole bunch of black men did not vote for Trump. Are you serious right now? How did a whole bunch of black men vote for Trump and Kamala Harris got 84% of the black vote? How'd that happen? Y'all can't be this. Lord have mercy. This is what I mean. You watch all these accounts lie to you. You don't even say, let me spend 5 minutes and look up the exit polls. Jesus. Yes. Thank you, GDS. Yeah, the Latinos love Trump so much. They didn't even vote for a Cuban. In Miami. They voted for a white woman. And it hurt him because Trump came out 48 hours before the election saying, vote for that man. Fuck you mean? Oh, Wallow J, guess who she's facing for that Senate seat? Oh, man. Oh, no. They talk about Wesley Hunt want to go for Senate. I'm like, no. Yeah, I was like, you mother, he better stay. He's gonna, man. Okay, JDDY, why are you telling us the Latinos vote for whites? How does that help the Latinos in Miami? How? Oh my God. How slow are you? A Trump endorsed candidate that happened to be Latino lost to a white woman. You don't see it. Okay, you don't see it. Sir, what break? Sir, I didn't even start work yet. Fuck are you talking about? I wish I had an hour break. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop talking now. Latinos would never vote for a black person, so how did Obama get in? Maybe I missed it. Why don't you go look up the exit polls to see how many people voted for Kamala Harris? And I hate that bitch. Pretty sure it wasn't, she didn't get one Latino vote. Sure she didn't, even though she's not black. But they were conditioned that she was a negra. So we're going to use her as an example. How'd that work? How do you think Eric Adams got in as New York City mayor? You think just black people voted for him? What about David Patterson when he ran for governor of New York? What about Dinkins? How do you think Brandon Johnson got his job? You think Latinos just said, fuck it, we're not gonna vote for him? How'd that work? How do you think Karen Bass got in? Don't talk no more, please. Please don't. I'm just saying, please don't talk no more. No, we didn't miss Obama having a white mother. We know he has a white mother. He has a Kenyan father. They consider him black. He's a mixed black man. They exist, you know. But okay. Y'all got it. He think because, so wait, so Obama coming out of a white vagina makes him white? Is that what you're telling us? So depending on the vagina you come out of, that's your race. Oh, I'm sure them Kiko babies, I'm sure they would love to be, I'm telling you, they'd love to be classified what their mother is. Whatever Asian country it is. But guess who's not going to accept that? Interesting. Do you think Brandon Tatum's first son, who's with a white woman, will be accepted as a white person? Because I seen his pictures. No. It's not how this works. Maybe you didn't know that. They'll consider that baby black. No, Kamala Harris did not get the black vote because her husband's white. No, you could have pulled that 20 years ago. That's not why she got it. She got it because she wasn't Trump. Because they both weren't selling anything that people were happy for. It's the same reason why Biden got in. He wasn't Trump. Oh, Lord. Okay, he don't listen. So, you know what? I'm going to go listen to music at work and go make some money. And I get to leave early today, so Gotta finish packing for this trip. So hopefully you learned something. If you did, it done my job. If not, I'll try to be better next time. He's really about to sit up here and tell us the history of Obama like we didn't know this. But okay, you can have fun. But anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Stay warm out there. Y'all take care. Stay safe. And you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your